Hey friends, and welcome to another That Massive haul. I still need to get some other boxes out of the way, so I figured I'd just grab one of these to film for more to check in. I got plenty to do. I just need to sort things around. So anyway, this one's got looks like a little bit of more random boxes. I know some people really like those. Right out of the gate is a squish copy of Fantasy Conclave. Box is just absolutely crushed. I don't know what's in it, but this looks like 1982, so it's got some good age to it for those of you who are into that. Another copy of the Metascape role-playing system. This is not a this is not a limited edition one. I sold that one on eBay. This one probably doesn't have the minis and stuff, so box is okay. That one got some good money for. Let's see what we got here. Wasteland Beyond the Outposts. This was who did this? I don't remember who did this one. It seems vaguely familiar. I wonder if this was towards the end of the beginning of the D20 section. Yeah, 2000. A Puff This Consortium. I thought I'd seen that one before, but it's nothing. I'll probably go into my systems box. I've got 2 copies of it, so definitely we'll be heading there. Then we've got a couple hardcovers. Looks like, oh, here's the Obsidian core book. So I'm wondering if this is, yep, two copies of that. Looks like 2 different printings, slightly different. And then Spacefarer's Guide to Alien Races, Phoenix Games. So this is really old. Phoenix Games, if it's who I'm thinking of, they became part of Fantasy Games Unlimited, or spun off. Yeah, some crossover there. If I'm not mistaken. If it's the same Phoenix Games, they did Bushido. That's what I'm thinking based on that little guy there. Anyway, that's an old one. Oh, we got a couple Phoenix Games. We got another one, Spacefarer's Guide to Sector 2. So I don't know if these are Traveler or just yeah, it just says role-playing games such as Traveler, Space Patrol, Space Quest. This is definitely uncommon stuff, and I'm betting 79. Yeah, so this was kind of a generic fantasy stuff for that era. Pelicar role-playing game. I've got a couple copies of that kicking around. Every so often I'll unload one of them. Proteus, another one I've had around. These are like mid-90s random role-playing games. And well, this is a better one. So a little company called Wizards of the Coast did Primal Order, the Primal Order. I think this is the first edition, if I'm not mistaken. And this was actually a pretty well done role-playing game. But they also were coming out with Magic at that time and put all the resources into dealing with that expansion. So Primal Order Pawns. There's only a few supplements for it. You probably have them all here. There's Knights. I actually always happy to get those in because they sell pretty well. Chessboards. These are in decent shape. A little bit of dirtiness to the page edges. I think that's all of those for Primal Order. There's a second edition Primal Order rulebook. Prince Valiant role-playing game. This is from Chaosium. And that one's in really nice shape. One of the stranger items, the Pandemonium role-playing game from Atlas Games. It had one supplement, Stranger Than Truth. And they don't think they did anything else for that. Oops. Runaway cards. Oh, this is cool. So, DreamPod 9 was starting out, and they had their heavy gear, but before that, they did some anime stuff. They did a little bit of crossover with Cyberpunk, but this was their Project AKO role-playing game based on the anime, and this is in great shape. I've actually, Ionis, Publications. I've actually never had one of those come through, so that's a new one on me here. In great shape. It's got the cards fell out of it. We have an oldie but a goodie here. We have the Price of Freedom role-playing game in an absolutely crushed box, unfortunately. But I don't have one, and they always sell. And then we have the Game Master Pack that comes with it. So that's that. Then we have Your Own Private Idaho with the very much Red Dawn cover. Pretty much a direct rip-off of Red Dawn. And I think that's it for that. Looks like here is Periphery, science fiction role-playing game. I think I've had this come through once or twice. Pirates of Dark Water. Now, I remember hearing about this, and I'm drawing a blank on what, but here it looks like a monster creature book. Loose sheets, and that probably came with this here. And here's a world book, so a couple Pirates of Dark Water, and I'm definitely gonna have to research that because I don't remember what it was that why I remember that one for some reason. Over the Edge from Atlas Games, and this has gone on to have other editions. And then Edgework, which is a fanzine of Over the Edge. This is issue 3, 4, 2. Yeah, that's it. I've never heard of these, so that is new to me. And it looks like it was done by Atlas Games, so that's interesting. Here's one of the books for Over the Edge, the Whether the Cuckoo Likes. I have heard of that one. And then there's Friend or Foe. So they actually did a good number of items back in the day when they first came out. Jonathan Tweet stuff, so before he went on to D&D 3.0. Over the Edge Player's Survival Guide. I don't think I've ever actually had that one come through. This is the Over the Edge first edition. And Cloaks source book for Over the Edge. Again, I've never had some of these. New Faces. Airwaves module. I am very surprised. I did not know there was this much Over the Edge stuff. House Call. It Waits. Unauthorized Broadcast. That one I've heard of. And Welcome to Sylvan Pines. I've heard of that one as well. I think I've got Wild Dreams still in stock here. And then another Edgeworks magazine number 3, so that's 2 of those. With a Long Spoon and Forgotten Lives. I think this one was reprinted or he's still in print or something like that. So that's Over the Edge, Forgotten Lives. The Mythos of Self. The Myth of Self, sorry. 4 adventures for Over the Edge. Yeah, so absolutely shocked. And another copy of Forgotten Lives. Shocked how much stuff there was for Over the Edge. I had no idea. So that is this box. Nothing, the Primal Order stuff was probably the best of the bunch. Over the Edge, I'm going to be having to create a bunch of IDs because I do stock some of the Over the Edge stuff, but I do not have most of those in my database. And then this old Fantasy Conclave, and probably those 2 Traveler science fiction books are probably going to be some of the more interesting older items in there. Those I may end up sending those to auction because I bet they're stupid rare. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.